Hi guys, welcome to the second installment of Chalkboard. I'm cooking for some friends tonight. I'm over at their house. We're going to do kind of something different than they've ever had. I'm going to butterfly a whole chicken and we're going to brush it and marinate it with olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, fresh oregano, and fresh rosemary. We're also going to grill some Brussels sprouts with a balsamic glaze, and we're going to roast some potatoes to go along with the meal. We got to get in here and get going on the bird, but I wanted you to take a look at this grill. This is the proper way to do a grill. Hot side, cold side. And it doesn't matter what you're doing, even if you're doing burgers. When you get a flare up, you've always got a place to retreat. You've always got a place to pull back. We'll start our bird straight over these coals. We want to do a nice sear on the skin. We want to completely sear this bird on the outside, and then we're going to move it to the cool side of the grill, and we'll vent the grill over the bird so we use it more like an oven than an actual grill. So we're going to get this bird done inside. Let me show you how you butterfly this out. I've already prepped up and done the chopping that everybody knows how to do. So we'll move right along on this thing. Come on inside. Let's see what we got. Okay guys, we're in here. I got about a 4-pound bird here, and this is just the perfect size you need for this application. First thing you want to do, just look around, make sure there's no feathers. If they are, you're going to find them little spots on the tips of the wings, maybe around the edges of the leg. Just clean the bird up. You want to tuck these wings back in so they're tight to the bird, nice and snapped in. Then we're going to flip this bird over, and you want to twist the tail off. Just a couple of twists, and that tail comes right off. Flip that bird back over. This is the backbone. We're just going to take our shears, and you can actually do this with a chef knife, but put the knife through the bird and then just give it a pound on both sides. It will dull your knife though, so if you can get a hold of these, go for it. We're just going to cut straight down the edges of the spine all the way through the bird. And we're going to want to do that on both sides. And now you can actually flip it over and look at where you're cutting. This opens the bird up, so we're going to be able to cook this bird a lot quicker than if we were trying to roast a whole bird. It'll almost be comparable to just cooking pieces of chicken on the grill. Now you've got your spine, save that for stock. Flip the bird back over. And what we want to do is right here, between that thigh and the breast, there's a little flap of skin. Make a small slit in that skin. Run your leg through. Oop. Might have to make that a little bigger. Run your leg through there and lock it in. Do the same on the other side. This just makes the bird completely uniform. Actually, compress the bird, flip it over. Now, we've actually got this bone, which is the keel bone. And if you can see this keel bone, it runs right between the breastbone. We want to slide our knife in here, and this can actually be a little tricky. If you've ever had a chicken breast, you know you have that little piece of cartilage in there? Basically, that's the bone that we're trying to get out. That piece of cartilage and the bone that it's connected to. You got to wrestle with these just a little bit, but we'll get it. And here we got it. It's not as tough as it looks. You just got to wrestle with it a little bit. Now that actually helps our bird open up even more. Let me wash up. We'll come back and season this. Okay guys, got my hands clean. You know, that's important to do. When you're grabbing spice bottles, knife handles, all of these things, this contamination, just wash your hands a lot. I'm a freak about it, and I'm not changing. It's a good practice to have. We're going to season this bird. This is my chicken seasoning, but you can use any of the other ones that are out there or make your own. Mine basically has an herby, salty quality to it. So that's all you're trying to do. If all you got is salt and pepper, go with salt and pepper, but always season the bird. We're going to do the skin side. Keep one side the hot side, one side the cold side. I'm not going to touch that chicken with this hand again. You want to get it in there. Get all in these little crevices. You want to season this bird. It's a dense piece of meat, and it's a whole chicken. Before we take this bird out there, I want to show you some of these things I've already prepped up. I've got some chopped rosemary. I've got some chopped oregano, chopped garlic. I've zested this lemon. And if you look at what this lemon looks like, this is actually the proper way to zest a lemon. The only thing that you want to take off of this lemon is the yellow. You don't want to take any of the white pith. The white pith is bitter. The zest has all of the essential oils and the true flavor of a lemon. It's absolutely wonderful in marinades. So we're going to walk this bird out to the grill and get it going. Come on, let's go back out. Okay, we're ready to get this chicken on the grill. You want to put it skin side down. Like I said, we want a real nice sear on here. So we're going with skin side down. Make sure you get it all over. I actually added a couple more coals because I want to keep this fire hot for some time. This is going to be good. Probably flip it in about 5 minutes. So we'll come back when we got some color on the other side and you can get an idea what I'm talking about. All right, guys, ready to flip. Hopefully this has got almost like, it looks a little burned on the bottom. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. You want that hard sear. You want those good grill marks. We're getting ready to make a marinade for this, and that'll be inconsequential. That'll just add flavor. So while we're here, you guys already saw the ingredients that are going into this. So we're going to incorporate everything. Garlic, oregano, rosemary, our lemon zest. Then we're going to juice this lemon. Hand on the bottom, catch the seeds. We juice that whole lemon in there. You want to whisk this really well and incorporate everything. And we're taking this right to the chicken. We got a pretty hot fire, so we're probably going to get a flare up. But concentrate on the areas of the bird that look a little bit seared and dark. We want to get that rehydrated. And then this is going on the cool side. See, I got my retreat. Baste this really well. You don't have to worry about it flaring up now that it's on the cool side. And yes, you can see I did tear my leg when I flipped it over here. We'll make it pretty. It still tastes the same. I'll take that piece. All right, now it's time to cover the grill. Make sure you're vented over the meat. And that's it. Now we're going to use the grill like an oven. This will take about 35 minutes. Let's go back in and knock out some sides. Come on in. All right, our chicken's cooking out there. I cheated a little bit. I pre-baked these potatoes. You don't want them all the way done. You just want them about halfway done so you can finish them on the grill. We're just going to cut them in pretty large discs. Just try to get them as uniform as you possibly can. Put these in a bowl. And we're going to season them with some of that same oil that we're brushing onto the chicken. Now our next side is some Brussels sprouts. I've already blanched these and chilled them. These guys are pretty big, so I'm going to slice these in half. Believe it or not, these are going to go right on top of the grill. They're already pre-cooked. We're going to put them on the grill, get some nice smoky flavor and grill marks on them, and top these with a balsamic glaze. Always make sure you use a good thermometer when you temp your chicken. Not too close to the bone. In the deepest part of the meat. Okay, we're almost where we need to be. We're going to let this go just a couple of more minutes. We're going to let the bird rest and we'll put our sides on. Okay, we're right where we need to be. I'm pulling this at 175. It'll raise another 5 degrees on this board. So I'm going to pull the chicken. Ah, that looks beautiful. I'm going to do these sides real quick while that chicken is resting. Like with any meat, you want to let it rest. Let the meat suck the juices back up. Let it all be drawn right back into the meat. You never want to cut a piece of meat that's hot. All the juices will run out. Just let it relax. We're going to put these Brussels straight onto the coals, straight over the top of the coals. All right, we've already started taking our sides off the grill. We've got these beautiful grilled Brussels sprouts that I'm going to toss in some balsamic glaze. I threw a couple of garlic scapes on here. Just brushed them with a little oil. They're nice for being a functional garnish. And I've roasted these potatoes. We're going to get everything together, bring it in the house. I'm going to fix a plate, and I'm going to show you a beautiful finished plate. And here's our finished dish. We've got a grilled garlic lemon chicken, roasted potatoes, grilled Brussels sprouts with a balsamic glaze, and just for a little something, a grilled garlic scape. This is today. Come back next week. It's going to be better.